Hey everybody, Pastor Daniel here with the weekly Woodlands update, trying to keep you up to date with what's going on in the life of Woodlands Community Church. It's been 34 days since the governor gave the shelter-in-place order here in Illinois, and I know that many of you are adjusting to your new normal. I hope you got to hear the message from Sunday, which hopefully gave you some support and encouragement. That in difficult times, you're not alone. You're not the first one who's been there, and you're not alone in all that you're dealing with. And hope you will continue then to check out the messages on Sunday at 10 o'clock. A couple things that I just want to mention to you. First of all, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like the earliest we will probably be back together as a church would be the 1st of June. I know some of you were hoping, many of us were hoping, that we might be back together in May, but from what I'm hearing, especially here in Illinois, we're in Cook County, where Chicago is, and with all of the cases of the coronavirus, we'll be one of the last areas that will be given the green light to get back together in larger groups. So, need to tell you that, just so we can prepare for it. And again, during this time, as somebody said to me recently, that flexibility was a superpower. And so we want to continue to be flexible and keep our hands open, trusting that God's got this, and that in His time, in His timing, we'll all be back together here at the building that we call home base. But of course, the building's not the church. You are the church. Everyone who calls Christ as Lord is a member of the Church of Jesus Christ. And so we want to be the church wherever you are, in your neighborhoods, if you're at work, certainly in your family. We want to be the church. And speaking of being the church, here at Woodlands, we're continuing to be active in sharing our faith and in sharing generosity to help those who are in need. I shared with you last week some things that we did, we meaning us and you are Woodlands, in bringing generosity and financial support to some of our schools. Well, this week, super exciting, this week as a church, because of you, because of your giving, we have sent $35,000 to church planting. Yeah, that's right. $35,000 has gone to Converge, which is the network of churches that we're part of. Half of that will go to local church planting. The other half will go to international church planting, and through the Timothy Initiative. Now, this money was specifically earmarked during our Mission 178 Generosity Initiative. If you remember, during those 2 years, we raised funds for the building improvements that we need to do, and we look forward to the opportunity to get started on that. But we said from the very beginning we were going to give away 10% of everything that we earned to missions, specifically to church planting. And so I was talking yesterday to Dr. David Nelms. Now, Dr. Nelms is the founder, president, and CEO of the Timothy Initiative. They have planted literally tens of thousands of churches all throughout some of the most difficult to reach areas of the world, throughout Africa and India and Indonesia and Nepal and a lot of these areas. And they've already, in the 10 years that the Timothy Initiative's been doing this, they've reached over 1 million people for Christ. And they're seeing great things happen in terms of caring for orphans and widows. Well, he told me that our gift of $17,500 will plant 53 new churches in the most difficult to reach areas of the world, places that have rarely heard or maybe never heard the gospel of Jesus Christ. Man, is that exciting or what? You did that, Woodlands. You did that with your generosity, and we're so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for the way that you have given so generously and faithfully. And this comes at such a great time for those ministries, because so many other people are pulling back. So many other people are hunkering down. So many other people are holding on to what they have because, they're fearful, quite frankly. They're fearful that they're not going to have enough. Well, here's the thing. If we've been hit hard here in America, how hard do you think these other areas of the world have been hit, right? Places that didn't have very much anyway, and yet they're also suffering from this coronavirus pandemic. And the good news is that everywhere churches are planted, everywhere the gospel of Jesus Christ goes into an area where they don't have churches previously, everything tends to get better in those communities. Their living, the way that they live, tends to improve. People are taken care of. People who were otherwise outcast become embraced and loved. Widows and orphans who are often left to starve and outcast from the community are taken in. Sick people who are outcast from the community are taken in by the church. So planting churches is not just the best thing we can do in terms of bringing salvation to people. It's also the best thing we can do to help the quality of lives of those who are in the villages where these churches are planted. So Woodlands, I'm so proud of you. Man, if you haven't stood up yet and clapped your hands and praised God, I encourage you to get up and do that right now, because we're continuing to spread the good news. We're continuing to step out in faith. We're continuing to lead the way in showing generosity during a time when so many others are pulling back. And we're so thankful for you doing that. So thankful for you, Woodlands. A couple of things that I want to mention to you. In lieu of this, I thought it was kind of interesting. I got the numbers for our offering this week, and we just gave away a lot of money, right? And so here's the thing. Our offerings have been down the last 4 weeks, understandably, people being laid off, and again, people kind of being scared, and I understand that, and kind of holding on. We had our best offering of 2020 this past Sunday. Is that incredible or what? I mean, here we just gave away some money to church planting to help people who are in far greater need than we are and who so desperately need the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ. And what does God do? He pours out his blessing into your hearts and minds. And you, Woodlands, you just give that much more generously. It's an incredible thing. And so I'm very, very thankful for that. So thank you so much for your bravery, for your courage, and for your faith to trust God that we can continue to give and give generously to help spread the good news, the gospel of Jesus through Woodlands Community Church. Now, what I want you to do also, another thing we can do to try to help take care of you, to look after you, be sure you sign up for the e-news if you're not already. If you open up our webpage, our homepage of our website, woodlands.cc, a little banner opens up on the right-hand side, and that's where you can sign up for the e-news. Now, for those of you with kids at home, scroll down on that home page, because there are some great activities that are updated every week for our children. And I mean, they are fantastic. There's videos to watch, activities to do, verses to memorize, and just a great resource that Erica, our children's ministry director, as well as her team, all the volunteers working with children's ministry, are making available every single week on our webpage. Like I said, they're refreshed every week, new stuff. For student ministries, you can just click ministries on that homepage, and it says students. Click that, and you'll see how you can stay involved, how you can stay up to date, how you can stay connected to student ministries with Michelle, our student ministries director, and all of our other great small group leaders. Big shout out to all of our student ministry small group leaders. You guys are doing a great job. And if you want to stay connected, you can give them your phone. You can get text updates on what's happening there in the student ministries. Also, our adult small groups are continuing to meet. And so we're very, very thankful for all of you small group leaders who are making the extra effort to get the Zoom meetings going. The men's group I'm part of, we met Sunday night. That was a lot of fun. We get to sit and watch Jose eat chili the whole time with really loud, crunchy crackers. It was just a very special thing for all of us. So I hope that you're staying connected there. I also want you to know that if you need prayer for anything, if you've recently gotten laid off or furloughed, as they're calling it today, for so many people, if you're lonely, if you're just, really feeling lonely, again, on the Woodlands web page, on our website, on our homepage, there's a place, you scroll toward the bottom, there's a place for prayer. And just click on that, send us your prayer request, and we will make sure that you are being prayed for. And if you want somebody to contact you, just put a note there. Please contact me, and we'll make sure somebody gets in touch with you to see, what your needs are. Again, we have people available to help you if if you're older and you're concerned about getting out, or you have a hard time getting out. We've got folks who have agreed to go pick up groceries for you, or go pick up medications if that's what you need. We're still here for you for that. We still want to do that, and we still want to encourage you. So take advantage of that. Let us know how you're doing. Just send us a note, and if you're doing great, tell us you're doing great. I'd love to hear from you all, through these prayer requests, to know that we know how we can praise God for your situation, or how we need to pray for you as you're going through what might be a difficult time. Of course, it's difficult for all of us in one way or another, but you may be going through a particularly difficult time, and we want to know how we can encourage you and love you during this time. That's it for the update this week. Be sure and check out Sunday's message as we continue the series. In the meantime, it's a message series that just speaks to us where we are, that things are difficult and times are difficult, but we learn from God's Word that all of God's servants went through very difficult times, and how God interacted with them is something we all need to be very, very aware of, to know how we can behave as biblical Christians, to know what expectations can we have as people who believe God's Word and follow Jesus Christ. So hope you'll tune in for that. Thanks for checking this out. Be sure and share it with other people as you see as necessary. I love you all so, so much. Don't ever doubt for 1 second that you're alone, or don't ever think that you're alone. Don't ever doubt that we don't love you. We love you. We're here for you. And, contact us in any way that you'd like to, so that we can encourage you, person to person. Have a great day. God bless you.